No Way Home was
Okay,
better
we're
than this
live, by
Spider-Man
the way,
movie, but
now.
this Spider-Man movie was good.
We're officially live.
Y'all,
But it was just a
y'all are
good
weird.
movie generally.
So, my top 3 Spider-Man movies would be this one. Now would be number 1. Number 2 would be the second Andrew Garfield one, and then number 3 would be Spider-Man 2 from the original trilogy.
Oh, I just rewatched that like recently. It's so fucking bad.
Where does Enter the
I'm gonna be
Spider-Verse
honest.
fit on this, Keelan? That's the
Yeah,
best
Miles
Spider-Man I've
Morales
seen.
movie.
I don't
Better than
rank
the new
those
movie.
with the live action because they're just so much better.
Oh, based. Okay, we're agreeing on that.
They race swapped Electro in that movie. Of course you'd like it, you fucking communist.
I just like Spider-Man movies. Like one of the big things I like about Spider-Man movies, and this is why I like Spider-Man 2 from the original trilogy too, is like ones that don't really have that super good ending. And that, what I hated about this most recent trilogy was that Tom Holland just seemed like a soulless Spider-Man until this most recent movie.
Well, yeah, he went through a character arc. Like his Uncle Ben moment was his Aunt May dying, and it was showing him like instead of redoing the origin story, they spent more time on like unexperienced Spider-Man.
Well, I don't know if you remember the Miles Morales movie. The Spider-Man that's in the like I guess that you meet in the very first
He's from the
Miles
Ultimate
Morales
Universe.
movie. He's kind of the older guy. He's kind of fed up with being Spider-Man.
Yeah,
He
that's
wants to
Ultimate
live a normal
Spider-Man.
life. Yeah, to me, that's the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh, Topanga's
Like,
back
I-
home.
Oh, that's good. Frankie
Congrats
sent me
to
some
him.
untoward fucking pictures.
The
If I'm not
unfortunate
mistaken,
thing,
Tobey
really
Maguire's
sucky thing-
Spider-Man.
like they completely fucked up the ending of the first Spider-Man trilogy. Like if Spider-Man 3 was
Yeah.
something else entirely, that would have been easily the best trilogy.
Wait,
They were
pause.
trying to, yeah, they tried to do way
Topanga,
too much of it.
did you say what you named the kid? Did I forget, or did I don't know if I asked. Like, what's your new baby's name? Do we know this? Chat.
I don't know it.
Is it actually?
Yeah, I think its name
Futoy?
is. I think its name is Chat.
Chat
I
or
can
Chad?
guarantee you.
Chat.
Chat. That'd be cool. If it is Futoy, that would be. There should have been like a super chat goal to name the baby Futoy. Okay.
But don't
If the
quote me on
baby's
this.
name is Free Toy, I feel bad for it.
Big Soda, I think that the Tobey Maguire movies are actually older than the Ultimate Universe as a whole.
No, it is, and like they can't blend these timelines because of the confrontation between Sony and Marvel. But I think what Marvel's going to do is they're going to create this this character in Miles Morales that's supposed to be a reflection of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, because they legally can't have like that Spider-Man in their universe without the say-so of Sony.
Yeah, imagine selling the greatest comic book hero ever to Sony.
And then getting
It's
fucking
also
Craven and fucking Morbius and that fucking Spider Chick Madam Web movie. They were all awful.
it's also why they can't make a standalone Hulk movie.
I will
Because,
say Spider-Man is the most
Sony
tolerable
owns
of the
that.
Goy slop. Like truly, if I had to
I don't know,
watch
actually,
any of them,
Nobody,
It's not fucking
nobody
Goy slop.
cares. Nobody cares about your opinion on superhero movies because you have terrible opinions.
It comes from
I think you
comic
would
books.
really like
I
Loki.
hate comic
compliment.
books. The only good
It's
comic
not
book
Goy
I've
slop,
ever read
though.
is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. The only good one I've ever read in my whole life.
You literally only like gore. That's your entire personality.
I
Yeah,
hate gore.
edgelord.
I hate gore.
You fucking love Obsession. You hate superhero movies. Like, just say it. You like horror movies. You like this homicidal maniac guy. You're a fucking gore slop. That's what you like. Gore
You draw weapons on your high school notebook, don't you?
I'm just saying, if you guys knew, it's made by the guy who made Invader Zim. It's actually really good. It is incredibly graphic though, which makes it hard to stomach.
Yeah, we understand. Like, we know the types of shit you're into.
Type shit.
If it's not completely disgusting and uncomfortable, Confluence is not watching it.
That's not true. Well, I guess, yeah, most of my favorite movies, like Rec Room for a Dream is pretty, like, horrific. It's not, like, graphic in the sense of, like, gore, but it's horrific.
See, the easiest feeling to get people to feel are negative feelings. So, like, disgust especially, that sticks with you. So it's very low bar to make a movie of one of those genres, like horror, that people are going to remember because of how disturbing or disgusting it is.
It is, but I'm famous for, like, hating, despising movies like Hostel and Saw. Like, most people that know me know, like, I cannot stand those movies because that's just shock for the sake of shock, disgust for the sake of disgust. Like, I agree with you, but I don't like those kind of movies that are like
But
just that.
What about The Shining? Would you consider that a horror movie?
I would.
Yeah, that's way more than just the horror, I'd say.
Yeah. Most horror movies do suck. The Shining.
The Shining?
Yeah, Stephen King. Spielberg.
Yeah. Stephen King's fucking, he's overrated.
Not
That's
the
movies how we
the
know.
Shining, though. The Shining's not overrated.
Healing. That movie
It's
is
so
how we
overrated.
know that the moon landing's fake, bro.
That's true, actually.
What are you talking about? That's
Stanley
2000.
Kubrick told us in The Shining that the moon
Oh,
landing's
yeah,
fake.
did I? Oh,
It's
did
all
I say
right there.
Spielberg? Yeah, I meant to say Kubrick, sorry.
No, I'm ready to
Jesus.
pin her down it. It's overrated.
Have you
The Shining
seen The
is
Shining?
Actually, not
Yes.
a good story.
I-
It's like
I've seen
the
it once when I was young and
actors
once when I was in high
it.
school.
Really? Like, it's not one of my, like, favorite movies of all time or anything, but it's a very well done horror movie. Like, especially for the time, it's hard to make a horror movie back then and it'd be, like, legitimately scary. And, like, The Shining is, like, legitimately still scary despite being made, like, 50 fucking years ago.
Yeah, horror movies aren't really made for their deep, like, story plot, but most horror movies have a deeper story plot than fucking The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where they had cliche villain 1, 2, and fucking 3, and it was terrible.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is perfect for, like, just maximizing commercial emotions.
The Penguin, that's the, I guess you don't want me saying the name if you VC'd it. I don't know if I know how to say that name.
Confluence, if you were to watch the Loki series, I think you would like that Goislop.
I
It's
don't know,
really
man.
good.
I
Especially
tried
with
to
the
suffer through
archetype.
Deadpool. It was so
Oh, no.
fucking cringe.
Deadpool is
the
garbage.
thing I do, what's the one I do think I like is, I haven't seen it, but you know the one where the guy's like, I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me, in like the prison.
Oh, yeah, Doctor Strange.
No, that's not Doctor Strange, I don't think.
Well, Doctor Strange says it to Garamu.
No, it's not. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It's
Well, he's
fucking
not, like-
Dormammu, you fucking casual.
My
Watchmen.
bad. My
It's
bad.
not, but Doctor
I'm
Strange is
illiterate.
involved.
Watchmen.
It's the Watchmen, yeah, it's the Watchmen, yeah. Like, people have told me I would like
course
that,
you
and then
like
some of the clips I've seen, I'm like, I think I would like this, but I haven't seen it, but I think I would like it.
Watchmen's like a one-off thing. It's like a tragic tale of like what superheroes actually are. It's like The Boys before The Boys, way less gory.
I like The Boys, I will say that, you
Oh,
know.
of course you do. Of course you do.
I didn't
Well, if you
think
like The
I
Boys
would.
after season 2, everything after season 2 is just a normal superhero show.
It does get worse. I've said it before, The Boys is so well shot, so intentionally shot. There's so many like good moments in it, but then yeah, it gets bad at a certain point.
I think the first half of WandaVision was like really fantastically done. If they just didn't have like cliche villain with cliche villain story, it could have, it wouldn't have sucked nearly as bad. But like the first half of that show was like damn near masterpiece level.
I never
Man,
saw
we
it.
Well, that's
go
how I
to
feel
these
about Loki.
we go to
Dismissed
the
it as
superhero
Goislop.
movies for the algorithm. You know that something that they find in part 1 is going to help them defeat the big bad in part 3. That's just how the movies work.
Yeah.
Some would call that a goy trope, though, is I guess my point, you know?
That sounds like obsession.
It's like Chekhov's goy.
Obsession literally does this.
I learned a bit about the term goy, by the way. Goy does not mean non-Jew. The word goy literally translates over to person, and goyim translates over to people. So when you see goyim, that generally means a group of people that is separate from the Jews. But when you see goy, it's just an individual. Jewish people are referred to as goy plenty of times in the Bible itself.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Yeah,
I heard a fucking.
That's not-
I was listening to.
terrible
It's called.
That's just wrong. That's wrong.
This is Dan
Wait.
Seymour's podcast called "Call Me Back." It's from Israel. He hosted there. They had a Jewish scholar on talking about it.
Maybe in the Talmud, maybe in the Bible, absolutely not. Does not happen in the
Why
Bible.
isn't Confluence
Shocker, the
playing
Jewish
backyard
guy's
baseball?
lying to you.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I got maybe the Talmud then. Maybe I got the book wrong. Maybe my quoting is wrong. But something very, very close to what I said is correct.
Why is Confluence not playing backyard baseball?
He
This
owes
Spanish
us
cap-
39
This
and
Spanish
a
Cap
half
star
hours.
is so tight. It's so tight. You guys don't even know. It's like freaking like what Rage Page was saying about vacuum seals last night. That's how tight this freaking star is. Because you got to get the cap and you got to get back here before it runs out. And it's like the timing is like insane. Or I'm just bad at
Wow.
the game.
But K2's $40 super chat.
Look, there's only so much I can get out of it. Like without.
You promised 30 or what? 40 hours of it. You promised.
I didn't think the game was $52. I feel like that's fair. Who would think that game is $52?
You got to play the demo for
For
39 and a half
four-
hours.
That's gonna be so painful.
Just get the regular
To
game.
you,
then.
yes.
Like you made this promise. You have to follow through.
You do.
I will follow through. I'm just gonna do it in like in a way that I can't say on YouTube. Because I'm not paying
You're gonna
$52
do it
for
naked?
that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it butt naked while saying the N-word and threatening people with bodily harm.
That sounds like
Wow,
Tuesday.
so a normal stream.
Yeah, a normal stream basically. But you guys watching this Mario shit? It's like this shit is
Yeah.
freaking brutal. Okay, it's brutal how tight this is.
I feel like
I
you
would
do
watch
this for
Backyard
Ivor
Baseball,
and he
but I'm
never
not watching
joins.
Mario.
I mean, this is my goy superhero origin story or whatever you guys call it. Like this is all my old content, right? Was Mario. So you know,
To try to impress
Yeah, but-
Ivor.
That's what it
I have
is.
higher stars than Ivor does. Okay, no shade to Ivor, but I technically have a higher star than on the Super Kaizo list, which I'm on. You could search it up. The top 120 Kaizo stars. I have something called Lucid Nightmare Reds, which is harder than anything Ivor has gotten. So just not to flex or anything, but
Do you think you're better than him at the game?
yes,
Do you think you're better than him just generally as a person?
no.
That's an honest take.
I'm definitely better than him at chess.
You might be. Oh, are we gonna make it? Is this the run? Come on, yes.
Well,
Holy shit.
he's only rated like 1700 on chess.com. And I'm fucking destroying 1700s right now.
In bullet, which isn't even real
I'm doing
chess.
this in 10-minute rapid. I'm doing this in 10-minute rapid.
What's
On
your
bullet,
elo?
I'd be
What's your
closer-
elo in 10-minute rapid?
Right now?
Yeah.
On this account that I've played like 60 games on.
He's stalling.
Yeah.
So I'm looking.
Rage Page says
Right now I'm at
good.
right now I'm at 1791.
Are you actually?
Yeah. And I'm climbing. So you better fucking watch out, Confluence.
Yeah, because I'm like 1900 right now, so you're getting close. Rage Page says Khan with his coconut head hair and chubby alcoholic cheeks shake my head. Fuck you, Rage Page. Fuck you, chubby alcoholic cheeks. What the
Confluence.
fuck?
I have 54 wins and 22 losses on this account for Rapid.
Is this
How
your
many
English?
losses?
Is this your English only account?
No. Well, I only play the English Open, the English opening on white, basically no matter what.
Which is such a coward thing to play, by the way. Just saying.
It's my favorite opening. Like I
Trying
could
to
play
throw people out of prep, all these like cheap tactics.
I could play King's Pawn or learn D5. I don't like D5 because or D4 because so many fucking noobs do it, and I'm like,
I don't like
one of those
I don't like
guys.
D4 either.
But E4, that's easy to play. That's what I used to play all the time.
What did you play in E4?
I don't know. That was like when I was like starting chess. I'd always play E4.
You can't say it's easy and then not even know what your second move is in E4. That like doesn't even make sense. You're like, I played the King's Pawn opening. It's like, okay, but what specifically? I don't know. Just move the King's Pawn.
It depends on what your opponent does for their first move.
Well, sure, but you know, let's say they play, whatever. I don't know my notation. E5.
Then I'll go NF3.
Okay. And then, are you Italian? Roy Lopez coded? Ponziani?
Well, I just play chess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't memorize the names of things other than like the first move.
You don't do the old Giuliani?
I've played like 20,000 games, and yeah, I'm not down with memorizing the names of shit.
Sarcastic Saint, if you watch that and you think Emmett did a good job, that tells me a lot about you, okay? That tells me a lot about you, Sarcastic Saint.
Did a good job at what?
That was like one of the worst discussions I've found myself in like a hot minute.
Yeah, and it always goes back to my preferences, which is what we're going to be debating on Thursday.
Yeah, you could call it a rage quit last night. Yeah, at a certain point where it's like the discussion is just refusing to move forward. You're getting talked over. No one is addressing your points. You're being accused of being a communist because you're giving a realistic take on the one-child policy. Yeah, at a certain point, you're just like, okay, it's like 5 a.m. What am I even doing anymore? It's just not going anywhere. That's some abject nonsense.
Very Jew-coded.
Confluence loves this debate with Emmett.
If I'm
That's
like
why they're right away
having
come out of the woodwork.
if I'm in having like a fun mood and I'm willing to treat this as a shit conversation, then it's fun. But if I'm like trying to like have a serious, it could be the most frustrating thing in the world. If I'm like trying to have like treat it like a serious discussion, then it's like freaking painful. Yeah, China kills female babies. Yeah, that's what I said from the very beginning. And then I say that the whole time. That's my whole long explanation, is that the one-child policy led to way more abortions, and I give all the reasons why. And then freaking AVG, God bless her soul, I love AVG. Then she's like, check this, I got a source, and it just talks about gender discrimination and abortion. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I was saying like 20 minutes ago. Ah! Still miffed about it, as you can tell.
Was Voltaire there?
No, it was AVG, Emmett, Alex. Alex was, of course, being the sensible one in the discussion, as he often is.
Shocker.
And I think, I can't remember who else was on panel at that point.
Well, Emmett didn't have no cheerleaders.
Oh, in the chat, he had a bunch, because he was, because AVG was like co-streaming, and of course, you know, so that's gonna be.
Is Confluence going to do a day stream today?
Confluence is doing a day stream right now.
We're still debating on whether we are.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be a long day stream because I'm hanging out with a friend and I'm going to a Korean little thingy tonight.
Wow, cheating on the Taiwanese already.
Yeah, finding a new Asian family, checking out the Koreans, the Vietnamese, maybe. It seemed like you were trying to say it as an afterthought. I gave like a whole long explanation, like way before AVG posted that thing. I gave it as a whole long explanation. that it heavily incentivized abortion. The main thing I was saying is that if you got pregnant with a second kid, it's not like you had to kill that second kid. And then I even said, yeah, there seems to be cases where, yeah, if you have too many kids or you're too poor, then China will, yeah, forcefully cause you to have an abortion in certain cases. But yeah, that was the thing. You should push your bangs to the side. Yeah, I haven't done my hair for the day. I just woke up and I'm like, oh shit, I have limited time. I'm gonna do a little day stream, you know? Good to see you, Oxy. Asian sucks, says Rage Page. That's a thing that I love when my mods say, you know?
It reflects great on the fucking channel.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Asian is the superior race. But we have to keep bombing them every 50 years or so. We gotta keep them in their place.
It's been a hot minute though, you know?
It's probably about time.
Yeah. We're letting them get too comfortable.
What are you talking about?
Bombing Asians?
Yeah, Asians being the superior race.
The vast majority of the Middle East is Asian.
Yeah, they don't. We mean like real Asians.
Nah, we're not talking about the pseudo-Asian.
Yeah.
Sorry, what continent are they in?
That's like saying like Testy, even Testy has said this. He's like, oh yeah, I'm technically Asian, but you know, not really. Like, Testy would confuse people if he's like, I'm an Asian man. Everyone would be like very shocked.
Maybe
and
stupid.
then they see him.
Maybe stupid people.
It's just, well, what are you supposed to say? This is why it used to be helpful to say I'm Oriental, but you're not allowed to say that anymore. But that's more precise.
Oriental refers. Oh, okay. Oriental refers to people in the Middle East as well. You know.
Not to the average American adult.
That's because they're stupid.
Words are.
If you assume Asia is a monolith, you're gonna get confused in life. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Keelan. Are words prescriptive or descriptive? How do dictionaries work? I can't remember. Please tell me. Are they descriptive or prescriptive?
That doesn't even comment on what I'm saying. I'm saying if someone says they're Asian and you get confused, that's a you problem if they're actually from Asia.
Descriptively, if someone says, I was talking about Oriental specifically, if someone says, I'm Oriental and they're from the Middle East, that's not how that word is descriptively used, okay?
That's a misunderstanding of the word. That's a you problem.
So it's not unrelated to what I asked. If I said, are words descriptive or prescriptive? It sounds like that's very jejune to what we're talking about.
Well, you're saying words are descriptive, and you're saying words are descriptive, and I'm going to appeal to the dumbest people I can think of.
No, I'm going to appeal to how 99% of people use that word.
You can't prove that.
First of all, I think I probably could. I think I probably actually could.
Okay, do it.
I mean, I don't know if I want to do it now, but I mean, we could like, I feel like we could do like a Twitter thing and like collate data, get Kirk to run a regression analysis on it, and like see like what are most people using. Well, I'm just thinking, I don't know, we could try checking fiction books and see how the word is used. We could try, there's probably things we could do to see how are most people using this word. Actually, let's even see.
Define what the Orient is.
People not of the
opposite
Middle
of the
East.
Occident.
That's how I define it.
What's the Occident?
The stuff that's like on the west part, that's like doesn't go a certain far enough east.
Okay, so where do people in the Middle East live?
In the middle zone. That's why it's called the Middle East.
They live in the Orient. Why historically they've been called Oriental.
It sounds like Muslim propaganda.
I'm trying to see how. Yeah. Oh, wow. Even the dictionary agrees with me. Dated, usually offensive, especially one who is a native of East Asia or is of East Asian descent. So it looks like that is a descriptivist meaning of that word. Get wrecked, Keelan.
Keelan, quit being racist against my wife.
The the point of this discussion is that when you say someone is an Oriental, you're not saying very much about them because it includes a wide variety of people.
People of the Orient.
If I say that to 99% of people, they'll think I'm a little bit racist, but they'll think I mean that the person is like Chinese or Japanese or Vietnamese. That's what most people will take that. If I say I dated an Oriental girl once, they'll be like, okay, that's a little racist, but they're not gonna think I'm talking about someone from like Jordan.
What type of Chinese are you?
Just using words incorrectly and then saying, oh, we're changing them. I bet you say irregardless too.
No, I don't. But I do say unironic, and I've accepted that. Even though it doesn't really make like much sense, but you know, and I understand when people say literally. I'm not gonna be one of those pedants that's like, actually you mean figuratively, because it's just how people will use the word now. And the dictionary is, whether you or I like it, it's descriptive. Words are descriptive, they're not prescriptive. It's not how language works.
Are those Destiny talking points? Are you repeating the Coomer Gremlin?
No, I'm repeating just stuff that I learned in my linguistics class, which ends up actually being true. Even though I originally balked it, I was like, fuck that. I don't like that. I want words to just be never changing. But I've come to terms with, well, it's not really how language works.
So you're going to treat people in the Middle East and India as though, and that region, as though they're part of the Occident or not part of the Occident, not part of the Orient either? What would you treat them as part of?
I'm not going to treat them as that. I'm just saying there is just like knowing how people use words. If you talk, like if you met, like you be dead ass with me, Keelan. If you meet a 50-year-old guy and he's like, oh, I went to the grocery store and there was an Oriental cashier, you know he means like a typical like someone from China or the Philippines, or like someone who like looks the Asian in the way that we usually use that term. You would know that. You would bet money that that's what he means.
No, I wouldn't. I would. So, despite popular belief, there are some people who use words that they know the meaning of. So, I'd clarify with him what he meant, because that wouldn't mean very much to me.
So but try not to like run from the hypothetical. I'm saying that's all you hear. And let's say you're in a life or death situation and you're shown, he's like, and now someone's like, okay, who did he mean? And if you're wrong, you get shot. And then you're shown some guy from Jordan and you're shown a typical Chinese woman. And all you know is this 50-year-old boomer guy. He's like, oh, I had an Oriental cashier. Like, you're just flipping a coin. You're like, he could have meant either. You're gonna like, really? Or are you gonna be like, well, even though I understand this is technically wrong, I know what he probably meant by this.
You're a young cop.
If that's all I know.
You're a young cop. You walked into a mass shooting and they're like, hey, the shooter's from the Orient. And you're like, oh, no. Oh, God, is it that Middle Eastern man? No, it must be that Russian over there. It's got to be that Russian.
Exactly.
It's Bo-Rat. Bo-Rat's of the Orient.
I'm just
You're
waiting
ridiculous.
For the prime Orientalist section 230 to join. Start yelling about the Orient.
Yeah, see, Quibi does get it. They basically say that calling it the Orient is a racist white man thing from colonialism, China, Japan, Korea, etc. Yeah. I'm not even arguing that it's a proper thing. I'm not saying what Keelan's saying is wrong, that in a technical sense, the other countries are also part of the Orient. I'm saying that how people use those words, we have to still acknowledge that. And if someone says, yeah, someone's Oriental, we might understand they're using an antiquated term. In general, they probably are. They're probably being a little, problematic, quote unquote.
That's not how words work. It's just about how people want to use them. You calling it antiquated is not how words work. Sorry.
Well, I think it is definitionally antiquated because it's like it's rarely applied to people anymore,
Oh, so Confluence gets to use his words how he wants to, but when Tyler uses his words, it's apparently not correct.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong for me. That's what that sounds like.
There's nothing wrong with something being antiquated. It's just, I'll say antiquated things all the time. Untoward is an antiquated word. I say it all the time. It's still antiquated.
I think that you're still gatekeeping what words mean by saying something is antiquated. But if I don't believe it's antiquated and it's a proper term, then it's not it's not antiquated.
What do you think I mean? But when I say antiquated,
you're trying
Thinking
to
gay.
retire it because you're saying it's only offensive and the context no longer matters.
I'm not trying to retire it. I'm just saying it's.
Yeah, you are.
It's not what antiquated means.
You're trying to destroy my heritage where we said racial slurs. My great-great-granddaddy was saying all sorts of racial slurs. You better believe that shit.
Oh, so is my great-grandpappy.
Pass it on down. Part of my heritage.
He used to watch that what's that show with like Archie Bunker in it? Is that even what I'm talking about? All in the Family, I think it's called. No, not MASH. MASH is funny though.
My 12 Years a Slave.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. He was cheering for the opposite side, though.
Yeah.
TV used to be wild. If you ever watch All in the Family, it's just like insane things. I mean, maybe that's not shocking, but there's just some wild jokes being made. Different time.
Better time.
A simpler time. When where you could call people Oriental and people knew you weren't talking about a Russian guy.
Russia is kind of a weird case because it's both Occidental and Oriental, depending on like where you are.
Yeah, just like it's Eurasian.
Yeah, I mean that is the continent, right? Europe and Asia aren't separate continents.
Well, that's retarded.
Explain how they're separate continents.
Because they're classified as separate continents.
Ethnically divided, maybe?
What divides them?
They're ethnically divided.
That's not how we define a continent.
I'm sorry, if the Durian Gap was all of a sudden closed up, and let's say we could travel across the Durian
I'm already
Gap,
going to
would
say
you
that people already refer to South and North America as one continent.
those
so.
people are stupid people, Keelan. Okay? I thought you just said dumb people referring to stuff doesn't make it true, and now you're like, I'm just letting you know there are people that call North and South America one continent. It's like, I'm sure there are.
I think so. When I was talking to my Argentinian friend Mel, she calls them
of the
one
global
continent.
south.
Like, they just refer to it as a single continent.
Yeah, because they want to be a part of North America, but you know, so that's like me being like, Canada and the U.S. are kind of one country if you think about it. It's like, yeah, I'm you know
No.
have motivation to want that, and you guys have motivation not to want that, right?
But
Yeah.
how many oceans do you think there are?
Keep your ass in Canada, buddy.
I don't know, 5.
Okay, a lot of people would say there are only 4.
Yeah, those people are silly billies.
You silly
Yeah,
Billy.
Some people, so there are different framings of like what constitutes a continent, and there's the U.S. like 7 continents, whatever. There's 6 continent point of views that you can do in like a different variation of like what you consider a continent. 5, 4. Some people include Africa as part of Europe and Asia.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we can
That's
get like so you know, we can get so
hilarious.
pomo that we're just
That's
like out of
hilarious.
our minds. Like that's just it's nonsense.
Yeah, Africans are just fancy Europeans.
I guess that means then Europe didn't really do anything bad to Africa. That's just black on black violence, actually. All that colonialism that you hate, Keelan, that's black on black violence.
That's fucking hilarious.
So, again, we don't define continents by races or ethnicity.
We sure do with Africa.
No, have you like talked to people from Northern Africa? Like a lot of them are white.
No, I can't because they're
I
in a
thought
different
that's South
continent.
Africa.
No, it is, But South Africa is a little bit different. South Africa
Yeah,
is due to
South
like
Africa's going through a
the
fucking
British coming
genocide.
in. But North Africa, they're like the Berber people of Morocco, or Amazigh people in the Morocco and Algeria
Oh,
region.
okay, I know
They're
what you
actually white and they're like native to Africa.
Yeah, but
I
don't
don't
you think like
white.
you think like Iranians are white though, right? So I feel like what you would call white and what I would call white.
Bro,
are gonna be
look up
two very
some
different
Iranians
things.
and tell me they're not
I
white.
have.
Come on.
They're not white. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you. So that's what I mean. I'm sure if I looked up these Africans, I'd just see people that are like clearly not white, and then we just then you'd be like,
Crazy.
well, these people are white. It's like, okay, sure.
Compliment. I'm sending you a picture of Iranians, and you tell me if they're white.
So my friend is Amazigh from Morocco. Like her parents are both from Morocco, and you would consider her very white.
I'd have to see her. I probably wouldn't.
You definitely would.
I don't even
and
consider
I wouldn't. I would
Fotoy
not
white.
send you. I would not send you a picture of her because.
Fotoy is Irish, though. Isn't that considered white, though?
Not
Like,
to me.
no,
Not to
no,
me.
hey,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
He's gonna
How
pull
is
up
that
that
Anybody
map.
in the club?
He's gonna
How
have
is
that
that
map
not
that only
considered
shows.
white, though?
He only
No,
considers Germans and English to be white. That's his whole
There's
thing.
some standard, Avery. I'm
So
saying there's
I'm
some
not white?
standard. No, you're
Is
not
that what you're
white.
telling me?
Right.
You're aren't you like lesbian or no? Sorry, Lebanese.
That's like 22%, but you can hardly tell. The Italian comes out a lot more in me than anything else.
Yeah, I think you're like a mixed
Fucking part
mixed
lesbian,
white.
you fucking bitch. Fuck
But yeah,
you.
when I see you, Avery, I don't think like white. When I the same way when I see Big Soda, I think white. It's not a bad thing. I just
Oh,
Hey.
people think I look Mexican all the fucking time.
yeah, I thought you were
It's
Mexican
all
for the
the-
Yeah, I
longest
never
time.
did
Yeah.
that. I never
It's
did
hard
that.
to know. It's
Fuck,
hard
how
to
do I
also
know.
thought
unlock
you-
this?
I also thought you were mixed race, like black. That's why when Ben Thorpe called you the N-word, I was like, oh my god.
Thought I was mixed.
It's insane anyway.
Bitch,
But
listen to how I sound.
listen
you
to how
thought I was
Keelan
mixed?
sounds. Keelan sounds white as hell.
He does.
Wait,
That is
so Confluence. Since you're saying that all these people aren't white, are you gonna stop calling me white?
Yes.
I call you white when it's convenient for me, and then I call you black when it's also convenient for me.
Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that. God damn it.
Does that make sense, Keelan? So if it's like suits my argument at any given moment, you know, is that fair?
I mean, that's what your definition of white has been so far.
That's a good definition.
I'm sorry, I'm drawing hard lines in the sand.
Whenever
pun
it
intended.
helps him in a discussion, that's what white is.
Yep.
Sometimes,
Apparently,
sometimes. It depends what we're talking about. If we're talking about your love of, I don't know, I don't want to say, but like basketball or something, then yeah, I'm probably gonna be like, well, that makes sense, Keelan, because you're, you know. But then if you're talking about Demon Slayer, it's like, okay, that's Keelan's white part coming out, and he's being like a little weeaboo and stuff, and that's
Okay,
cool too.
you cannot
Demon
cuck-
Slayer?
You can't cuck the black community like that. They love anime way more than white people.
Not most black people.
That's a mixed bag, Keelan. That's a very
That
mixed
is a
bag.
mixed bag. Every black
You
person I
don't
know
you
likes
don't know
anime,
the
but I don't
fucking
know, like,
Dragon
4
Ball
black
Z people I see around here. The Naruto fuckers, you don't know.
Absolutely.
The
If you go,
Naruto
yeah,
fuckers?
if you're in like a college town or something, but you go to like the heart of Milwaukee and you ask them about anime, I mean they're gonna shoot you for lack of a better
No, they're
word.
not. I'll fucking go and do it. Like,
That's what it's
seriously.
like.
But there's this whole meme. So this isn't black people. This is Mexicans. But like, if you get caught by the cartel and you start talking about Goku, you have a better shot of getting off.
Are you serious?
Could be true.
It's worth
Mexico
a shot.
fucking loves Goku. Latin America in general loves Goku.
It's like they're they're
kinda
messy.
What? I think Messi is their Messi.
No, it's definitely Goku.
I'm pretty
Messy
sure it's
content
Goku.
back there. It's like they're Santa Claus.
This whole conversation is messy.
Oh, hey, Rage.
Is that Rage?
See, I think Rage would have a good idea of
The
who's white and who's
Raginator.
not, you know? I feel like she's got a good head on her shoulders on determining who's white and who isn't.
Thank you.
Yeah, Rage, am I white?
Tyler and Big Soda. No, you're not white, Avery. Only Confluence,
Hey.
Tyler, and Big
Fuck am I
Soda
not
are
white?
white.
Based. Preach.
How am I not white? That's insane.
Because your skin is not translucent.
My skin
Because I
do
work
be
out in the fucking
translucent.
sun 4 days out the week. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you gave up your whiteness when you went out in the sun.
Sounds like a skill issue.
How much sunscreen do you have to put on, Avery, if it's a high
Put on
UV index day?
I don't put on any.
Okay, so there we
SPF
go.
1000.
There we go. I gotta put on like some high SPF,
Hold on.
or I get
That's
fucking
the wrong
charred.
way. That's the wrong way to ask
I've
that
been
question.
sunburned like so many fucking times, dude.
Yeah, Avery,
like,
how
it's kinda
often
normal.
do you get sunburned is the real question.
It depends on how long I'm out in the heat.
Well, that's the same with
When I
like
was
everyone.
younger, a lot. Well, no, hold on. When I was younger, quite a bit. Now I don't.
The heat does not give you a
Not too
sunburn.
much.
It can't.
Yeah, little bro doesn't even understand how sunburns work. Crazy.
I had
I
a
get
friend
cloud
who
burn.
legit
That's how I know
thought
I'm
that
white.
she could get sunburn from the moon because the moon reflects sunlight.
The logic checks out.
I mean that's
What?
kind of that makes sense, you know.
Get the moon burn.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with this.
I also, that same friend thought that you can get sunburn in a sauna because it's so hot.
I mean, you can get sunburned like in Canada when it's like -40. You can still get sunburned.
Get the cloud burn.
Did you
what
know
really
the
hurts.
most UV exposure is during cloudy overcast?
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
I've heard people say that, but just boots on the ground, I've never found it
It's
to be
almost,
true.
think of it like the clouds are like a magnifying glass.
I know they
so
say
why-
that, but like
hold
I
on.
get burned when it's like sunny. Like that's the times when I most often get burned. In a cloudy day, I almost like never get burned. So I've heard people
You
say
also
that, but I don't know
check,
if I
like,
buy it.
You check the UV for a particular.
I
day,
get
it's
burned
cloudy,
if
and
I'm
it's gonna be very
in
low.
water, like in a pool.
Yeah, that's different from a cloud.
Shut up, Keelan. Nobody was talking to you.
You're using their white privilege against
You
you.
gonna take that, Keelan?
I'm just saying
She's
that's
trying to
different
Rosa
from a
Parks
cloud.
you.
She's trying to tell you to get to the back of the bus.
I'll start another.
Fuck no.
one then.
Everyone knows the back of the bus is the cool spot.
It is now. Now that we swapped it.
That's because we steal everything from black culture. It's like how rap
You're-
is now cool
you're
for
all-
white people.
You're
Yeah,
also caught.
We took that shit back.
You're also wrong. The back of the bus is only cool to kids. If you're on public transit, you want to be near the front of the bus so you can get off faster.
That is true. That is true.
Oh my god, I'm getting fucked. Holy shit.
No, I disagree. I
That sounds
always
like
went
someone used
straight
to
to the
get
back of
bullied
the
on the
bus
bus.
on public transit solely so I could be away from all the fucking weirdos and nobody could stab me in the neck from behind.
You know, if I lived in Louisiana, I would also be afraid of that.
You got a good point.
It's North Carolina that it happened, Keelan. That's pretty racist.
No, I'm
yeah,
saying
but
Louisiana's
Louisiana
super
is
violent.
scary.
Louisiana's
Louisiana's
pretty
like
violent.
the worst violent crime rate in the country.
I think Keelan would be eaten alive if he ever came to Louisiana.
I go to Louisiana every fucking year.
Gang, gang, motherfuckers.
I'm on my last 9 milligram Zen. Yeah, it said Zim.
Are you gonna buy more Big Soda?
I'd be
Probably.
down in that bayou with you, Rage. Not that
You
far
use
south.
Zins? No way.
Yeah.
He's become a Zinfluencer like
confluence.
me.
Oh god.
Come and visit me, Keelan.
I have no intent to ever go into the city of New Orleans in my life.
What about for Mardi Gras?
That's crazy confluence.
Even-
I'm not
even
in
the
New
people-
Orleans City. That's the
But
worst
you're
time
south-
to go. That is
you're
the
south of
worst
it.
time to visit.
She-
Do not come during Mardi Gras.
she has a wild delay right now. But
Why is that the worst time?
It's just pure
she's
degeneracy.
Where's the baseball season? I have to find a way to get the game without paying $52. K2.
It's the worst time to go because it's the most crowded, it's the most dangerous, and it's literally like there's if you're a local, you know where to go where it's safe. But like I was like 15 and went to a basic parade and you could hear gunshots like 3 blocks down.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's crazy
place
shit.
I
dude.
normally
Holy
go
fuck.
to, the place I normally go to has a strawberry festival, and they had to tell people not to bring guns.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Strawberry Festival is nice, or the Crawfish Festival. Voodoo Fest is the best. If you ever want to come and enjoy yourself in New Orleans, come for Halloween weekend and go to Voodoo Fest.
I do not want
I
to
saw
go to a
Ozzy
thing
Osbourne
called
live.
Voodoo Fest. Gonna get
It's
freaking
not.
cursed.
It's not like that. It's really not like that at all. It's almost like a mini fucking what I don't know, whatever the Lollapalooza or whatever the fuck they do the little shit things.
Okay.
It's fucking cool though. It's worth the money if they have like a good lineup, because it's fun. We used to sneak
Big
in
soda.
because we could.
Yeah,
Are you Auntie Dearest?
just a little bit. Like I'd probably say like 15%.
Like, is that an alternate account of yours?
What you mean?
Auntie Dearest is like the sum total of like all of us, if you think about it.
Oh, okay.
I think she's pretty cool.
I thought it was
She's
a
got some
racial
legit
term.
take.
If it's not racial,
Like
term,
Aunt
then I'd say
Jemima.
no.
Like Aunt Jemima, Auntie Dearest.
No, to be
Remember
fair,
when
I used
Land
to
O'Lakes
bend before
got rid of
Compton.
the
I didn't
girl
copy
on the
Compton,
package?
He copied me.
Yeah, I
I
actually
can buy
think
things.
that's like black erasure to get rid. And I'm being dead ass. I'm not like being a little shit. I actually think it's
Bro, black
erasure.
people still exist.
Oh yeah, I think
To
it's
get-
retarded.
to
I
get
think
rid of
it's
Aunt
retarded
Jemima.
to get rid of that.
She's
Yes,
a beloved
that was
figure.
crazy.
Guys,
In
black
every
people still
white
exist.
household.
That's not what black erasure means, okay, Keelan?
You're not erasing black people by getting rid of Aunt Jemima.
You're erasing one black person. Okay?
It's different when like Native Americans talk about erasure of their culture, because they are actually very low in number.
Well,
Not
yeah,
in
it's not our
Canada.
See, but
fault
then
they-
there's the
they stopped
difference,
fucking
though.
with it.
What did you say, Avery? It's not our fault that what?
It's not our fault that they're not fucking anymore. Like,
It's kind of our fault that they're at the state they're in.
They're
mean,
too drunk on the
they should have
reservation,
invented
blowing all their
gunpowder.
money.
they should have just invented gunpowder.
The crazy thing here is that I think Confluence is probably the most racist against Native Americans because he's Canadian.
You can't prove that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The Trail of Tears.
Bunch of crybabies.
From the highway to hell.
The biggest fuck you to
Like,
Andrew
it-
Jackson was
it-
putting him on the $20 bill.
Yeah, no, that
The
was
crazy
the biggest
thing about the whole
fucking-
Native American shit is just like, I didn't do any of that, and it wasn't even their country to begin with, because they were fighting and killing each other long before we got here. So, is it
Yeah.
really theirs?
How do you feel about that, Keelan?
That sounds like somebody who's talking about reparations.
I don't think that that's a good argument.
I didn't know no goddamn slaves.
Like, it's fine to say that you're not responsible, but I think to downplay what happened to them as like they were fighting each other and killing each other before we came, they weren't doing it to the extent that happened after we arrived in North America. And I'm speaking on my
They were doing it
European
worse.
ancestry.
So, my response to that would be throughout history, are you saying that we should just give every piece of land, every country back to whoever discovered it first?
No,
Because like, no one
Fuck
would.
no.
So then why should we give it back to the Native Americans?
I didn't say we should.
We
I
shouldn't.
thought that's where you were going with that argument. My
No,
bad.
no, it like
This land is my land. It's
Even with,
not
like,
your
something-
land.
Fuck.
even with a
From
more recent,
California.
even with a more recent colonial stuff in Israel, like we can't just remove Israel from the map at this point. It's too late.
I think it's too late. I just think if we just stop giving them money, you know, they'll have to defend themselves. Or sorry, stop giving them weapons. Let me rephrase that.
We give them money and weapons, to be clear.
Well,
And
then
we
let's
don't
just stop doing those.
we don't even ask where it goes. They don't have to provide any
I don't know why
information
would-
on what they're spending that
Yeah,
money
that's-
on.
That's fucking wild.
It's a memorandum of understanding, baby. Our closest
Why are we
ally.
giving them weapons when they can make their own fucking tomahawks?
Because they're our closest ally, Rage Page.
That just
It's because
accidentally
we're-
so happened
we're a
to steal
Jewish
millions
puppet
of
state.
classified documents.
You would think
from
they would be our
That was an
closest enemy.
accident.
That was an accident?
Yeah.
or
Y'all think
how
something's gonna
poor-
change in like the next 4 or 5 years in the U.S. government of like not giving money to Israel, because it seems like there's quite a bit of backlash right now.
Yeah, like
Potentially,
that's
yeah.
something that both sides really seem to like not like. So, but it just depends how much Israel actually does control us, not in an
Depends on how
anti-Semitic
much they fuck
conspiracy
up.
way, but like in just a real like how stuff works behind the scenes. Because we all saw BB
Oh,
dog
God,
walking
fuck
Trump when he
fucking
comes,
damn
right?
thing.
So, you know, so I don't really know how it works, right? It's like we're giving them money, but it seems like they hold a lot of power over us for some reason. So
I wonder why, Confluence. Why is that?
I don't know.
It's the evangelical Christians.
It's the Schofield Bible thumpers.
Yeah, but that's like
It's
getting those. First of all, those people are gonna die. I don't mean to say that in like a bad way or whatever, but it's just true, right? Like the older people obviously like Israel a lot more, and so once those people like are out of the voting population, then maybe things will change.
Thank
But
God.
it still doesn't really make sense why when BB shows up with Trump, that it seems like Trump is like the one, you know, that's like acquiescing to BB, right? It's like why
He's
would
a
that be the
boomer.
case?
He's a fucking boomer.
I guess, but do you think Trump actually really like? Because we saw him, then he got really mad at BB when like they were some of the Knesset was saying like negative stuff about him. So then he has no problem getting like personally offended. But yet, when it seems like it comes to a policy or a funding thing, then it seems everyone falls in line. Obama did. Obama signed the
because
memorandum of
he's catering-
understanding
hold on.
too.
It's because he's catering to his fucking Zionist base when he does that shit.
I don't know how much of his
That's
base
what I
is
believe.
Zionist though anymore. That's the thing. I don't know.
I think a good amount. I think enough for him to fucking do it.
Could you imagine the
Enough for it
backlash
to
Obama
matter.
would have gotten if, on top of everything else during his presidency, he also said "fuck Israel"?
Probably a lot. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that
but
was
those were
back when
different times,
Israel-
though.
That was when Israel had a more positive,
Reputation
in America at least. In America at least.
When did it ever have a popular view?
Like according to polling, people were like very pro-Israel. I mean, the older generation still is. It's just like the younger generations are becoming more anti, and that's like almost entirely because of like.
I wonder
10/7,
why.
Which is unfortunate because Israel just sucks at propaganda. Like because this was Hamas's like stated goal. I mean, this is when they went on Qatari television, like Youssef and all the like top people, right? They said we are doing this thing because we know Israel's going to do a disproportionate response and we want to show the world how evil Israel is. And Israel's like, you know what? We're going to do exactly that. We're going to do a disproportionate
they just
response
had-
and we're going to show
They
the
just
world
had
how
to
evil
not
we are.
be. They just had to not be evil. That was the one thing. And
Yeah, it is kind of weird when
That's a
enemies like
big ask for that.
this is our like actual propaganda strategy, and Israel's like, okay, we heard that, and now we're gonna fulfill that. It's like, okay, that's an interesting tactic.
So it's crazy how a lot of the propaganda against the U.S. and the West in general isn't like factually inaccurate. It's just
You?
showing the facts to more people.
Well, a lot of it is factually inaccurate as well. It's a mix.
Have you watched Chinese propaganda?
Yeah.
There's this YouTube
Keelan,
channel.
you gotta
they
show
just
me some of
post-
that shit.
I'll try to find the YouTube channel, but like
Yeah, I want to watch
They
that.
just-
That sounds funny.
they just post U.S. propaganda.
Keelan, question actually. I'm curious on your stance on this. What do you think about the Uyghur situation?
It's a fucking genocide.
I don't know very much about it, but I watched Mehdi Hassan talk to a Chinese statesman in the UK, and he brought it up, and like people in the audience were a part of that group, and they're like, I haven't talked to my family member in damn near 10 years, like where are they? And yeah, it sounds like it's a very bad situation.
It does sound. It does. I guess the reason I ask is like that's like the thing that we all say. It's a genocide. It's a genocide, and it very well maybe. I don't know if I would use that term, but a lot of untoward stuff is happening. But then seeing what China says about it, and then like looking into, they say a lot of stuff that is true. I guess. Like there is like
That's
a lot
their-
of. Like
That's
they're
how
not,
they do their propaganda. They
right,
say
but
things
they're
that are
not wrong.
true,
Yeah.
but they hyperbolize. Like it's the same thing that Russia does, where they're like, these true things
truth is
that
sprinkled with some
don't
lies.
necessarily
The best lie is
justify our
sprinkled with truth.
actions.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't as one-sided. Like the thing that got me, I mentioned this I think before on stream, but just looking up like mass casualty events in China, it'll be like 50 dead, 40 dead, and it's like almost all of them are like Uyghur Muslim attacks. So now I don't know like what came first, the chicken or the egg, but like if you're China and it's like you're getting all these terror attacks of like innocent civilians being like stabbed by the dozens so often, then it's like you start to understand why they're like, we have to do something about this like people group that we see as violent. Like, and maybe the people are violent because China is like being really shitty to them, but you know what I mean? Like it's when it's presented, it's never presented like that. It's never presented that, oh, the Uyghurs are actually doing like a lot of like actual just like terrorism against civilians.
I would have to look more into it, but usually situations like that where they say this group is more violent than, like just in general, this group is more violent and they're punishing the entire group. Usually that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you should collectively. Yeah, so I think China is mistreating them. It's more complex than it's like presented, because I would first hear about this on like mainstream news or like the Philip DeFranco show and stuff, but then hearing China's side, then it's like, okay, this is a few things were left out. It's almost like listening to Ben Shapiro's like history of Israel, and he's not saying anything wrong, but he's like missing out a bunch of bad things that Israel has also done. So there's like not really anything factually incorrect when you like will go through the history. He's just omitting so many important things that it becomes like incorrect in that way. And that seems to be like the Uyghur stuff, where it's like when the West talks about it, they just completely omit like the other side of the coin, and there is a legitimate other side of the coin. It doesn't mean what China's doing is okay, because yeah, you can't collectively punish people. And it just ended up being more convoluted than I was led to believe, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, you listen to like on another side, someone else who does similar propaganda, Putin, talk about Ukraine and how they have like a far right militia, which they do.
Yeah.
It's just blown way out
Yeah,
of
the
proportion to
Azov
make it sound like
Battalion
Russia.
was full of actual neo-Nazis. Like, I will say that at the start of the war.
Yeah, it was.
That was 100% true, but that doesn't justify invading the fucking country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that's good. That's always going to be effective propaganda, I guess, right? Is when there's a nugget of truth in there, right? With Russia, the denazification. Yeah, he could point to the Azov Battalion. He could point to the they were historically Nazis and currently still Nazis in a lot of cases. But then the lie is being like, oh, okay, this is, this means Ukraine itself, in a broad sense, needs to be denazified. Which is also just a crazy word to use, by the way. Denazification. Like, such a weird neologism. Hey, Allwine.
fucking block that. That's bullshit.
Blocked what?
This attack. Fucking thing just.
I want to hear Tyler talk.
Oh my god.
Is Tyler still here? He's been quiet. He must be AFK because we talked too much about Israel for Tyler to not have said anything if he was actively listening.
That's valid.
And also China.
Elon.
You just said something about them.
What, Rage?
Elon, what is your least favorite race?
That's a loaded question to ask him.
So like genuinely, I don't have one.
Ooh.
That's a lie.
I used to be. So when I was a kid, like my grandpa was racist against Mexicans and Latin Americans in general, and we'd be driving along and someone would be mowing their lawn and he'd be like, oh, he's doing that right after a rain that fucking, and he'd say some stuff about their race. So I had a bit of a bias against them, but obviously since then I've dealt with or met and talked to a lot of people from Latin America, and it's like I just don't have that anymore. And in general, I can barely tell what someone's race is. Like my Jewish friend would always like look at someone, he's like, oh, he's definitely Jewish, and I'm like, how do you know that? So like I just can't tell what race people are. Unless they're black. Obviously if they have like dark skin, then I can tell they're a different race.
I'm pretty good at Jew clocking. I don't know. I'm kind of with your friend on this one.
Jew clocking?
Yeah.
You got a judoer. You kind of have to have a judoer. You got to make sure it's trained too.
You got to calibrate it.
To this day, I could not tell a Jew from like a normal white person in most, or like a brown person. Because I think Jews can be brown too, right?
That is kind of crazy, Keelan. Like, I'm not saying one can always tell, but you know.
And it's like you try to be racist towards one group, and then someone's like, oh, what about this other subgroup that's a member of that group that's not at all like the whole group? And it's like, well, okay, I guess I can't be racist against that group.
You can still be like meme level racist for like just the love of the game, though.
You know who I am racist against? The Dung Eater. Every fucking game I play of Elden Ring, I kill the Dung Eater.
It sounds like, it seems to me that every game you play of Elden Ring, the Dung Eater also kills you. From what I witnessed
tuned in at the
yesterday.
wrong time. I switched to the weapon that build is actually for, and I beat him. And he hit me like once.
Yeah, but he just has to kill you once. You know the lore of the Dung Eater, right? He just kills you once, and then he rips your soul out of your butthole.
Well, no, I respawned, so that didn't happen.
It did happen. Your soul of your character is gone, canonically, like in the lore. You gotta like make a fresh character.
No.
I hate to be the one to tell you this.
Who's the guy on the cover?
Of Elden Ring?
I forget his name.
Yeah.
I don't remember who's on the cover. Is it Godric?
I heard he's got a sad story.
Yeah, it's a Tarnish. I forget his name though. It's the one named Tarnish, other than like outside of the game, the one named Tarnish. What is his name? Let me look it up.
Like,
the
I
guy
know it
with
involves a woman.
Yeah, he had a maiden and Vike. People say it's Spike.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, yeah, I guess he got corrupted or something.
Well, he didn't want to burn his maiden, so he tried to do the frenzied flame or whatever.
And didn't he like
I hate
fail
when
or
the maiden
something?
jumps into the freaking volcano. That got me, man. That got me. I didn't like that.
What about
Then she hates you and she threatens to kill you, and it's like I did everything to save you, and you want me dead?
Because she wants to burn. She wants to burn. But sadder than that is Rodrika at the end moving away from Hugh. Come on, dog.
What the fuck?
Are you lot lefties? No. Well, one of
Hey,
us is
Isaac.
on the left.
Yeah, everyone
It's
here is
probably
on the
just
left
one.
except for me. I'm a small C conservative. Everyone here is a leftist.
Small commie conservative. Woo!
Son of a bitch. God damn it, now I gotta go back into fucking town and find this shit.
I'm just reading this. This guy who asked us if we're lefties said that he used to like Mumford and Sons, and that kind of just rubs me the wrong way.
Why does that rub you the wrong way?
Because he doesn't like being rubbed.
Because it's like stomp clap genre of music.
Oh, so you just don't like that genre of music?
Yeah, where like they stomp and clap.
Why?
Because like everyone, there were so many bands back then that all sounded similar, and they were just stomping and clapping. Yeah. Like I think
It's like with
fun
every
even-
genre, though. Every genre kind of sounds a little bit the same.
Strange, the race talk reminds me of the far right. I mean, we're mostly memeing, to be clear. I don't think any of us here would describe ourselves as far right. Maybe Rage Page. I don't want to put words in her mouth.
Big
No,
Soda.
that's definitely Rage Page.
Big Soda's far right.
I'm far right to people like Futoy.
There is no chest underneath here. What the fuck?
That's actually a really good question. What's the hallmark? What are the 3 hallmarks of one that's considered far right?
Like, you have to be racist.
Yeah, like what do people normally mean by that? I guess is it, or what is it? Yeah, depends how it's defined. Normally, I would say a type of like ultra nationalism, a type of racial purity testing going on, and what would a third one be?
You need the palingenetic.
Yeah, well, I can see how we're building a we're getting close to just building a fascism definition, I guess, but
I mean, racial purity is such a far out there. I mean, you can have someone who's very conservative, like far right, but racial purity is such a far beyond that. Yeah, I don't know if that's something you could cloak someone with. I could see ultra nationalism, maybe not racist, maybe not racist, but ultra nationalism, maybe.
But I
To
guess
be
I mean, like
fair-
if you talk to somebody and they're like saying a bunch of like white supremacist stuff, you're probably gonna think, even if I understand it's not necessary, but it is one of like the calling cards of the far right is to want kind of something like an ethno state, right? Like it doesn't have to be that way, but right, that would be one of like the signs, right? If you meet someone and they're like ultra nationalist and they're racist and they're anti-Semitic, it's like they're probably far right, I guess is what I mean.
Well, if those are the hallmarks, then there's a bunch of Hispanic Americans that qualify too, because Mexicans are racist as fuck, and they're also conservative if they come from like Catholic families, as far as their views on social structure. So I guess they could paint the 40 and up Hispanics that way too.
I don't know if
Despite popular belief, Mexicans can be far right.
I mean, well, look at freaking Nicholas Fuentes. You know, he's pretty far right, and he's Hispanic.
Allegedly. I haven't. He says that, but I don't know if I believe him. He looks pretty white to me.
Yeah, he looks
Look at
white
Emmett.
as fuck.
Emmett is a
His last name is
far-right cat girl
Fuentes.
Mexican.
Yeah, but he appropriated that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
Emmett's pretty far right. That's true, and Emmett is very much Mexican.
well, and here's the thing. And as far as the whole skin color thing, you know, there's something that's happened in the last 25, 30 years, where now the majority of like Hispanics, like in California, we talked about this yesterday with Avery. When you have the box, they check their boxes. So they say that they're white, even though they're Hispanic or Mexican or South American or Latin. Specifically, they'll put "I'm white" in addition to being Hispanic or Hispanic descent.
Well,
So,
a lot of Latin Americans are white.
well, that's the Spaniard and German and Irish and Chinese and Japanese and like everyone settled down there.
Yeah, like there are Mexicans who are they have more native in them and they're darker, but a lot of I don't know how many, but a lot of them are white. It's like a mestizo culture, though.
Well, I look at like my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandmother was born outside Monterrey, Mexico. My grandfather was more from San Luis Rio, Colorado. And my grandfather was very Spaniard, so he was very light complected, lighter than me. I remember being a kid and seeing him pull down his pants. He was getting changed when I was like 6 or 7. After he had whiter skin than me. And then my grandmother was very dark, very Indio, very, very dark. And she was full-blooded Mexican too. So, I mean, you could take your pick in culture. I mean, but I mean, a lot of that has to be from outside influence. Because if you look at a bunch of pictures from 150 years ago, you know, all the Mexicans that were portrayed in pictures were short, 4 foot, very dark skin, almost black. And then at some point, they all started to become lighter skin, lighter toned, taller, different genetic features. So,
I mean, I call my Argentine friend white just to piss her off because she is lighter than I am. And that's the same type of thing where they have a mestizo culture and a lot of them are mixed with indigenous.
oh, and that they have a huge influx of Germans.
Well, if I say that, then I get yelled at.
For stating the truth.
No, because she'll bring up like the U.S. taking in Nazis after World War II, and I'm like, what about Argentina? And then that's just the end of the conversation.
Yeah, but we took the ones that we could use. I mean, we hung the other ones that were useless. So,
We paperclipped them.
well, this is what you do. You get served fucking lemons. You get some tequila, and you make a fucking margarita. You make the best of it.
Che
You guys
Guevara was
Three
Argentinian.
separate games. Oh, you guys are actually streaming 3 different things. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm streaming my game. Confluence is streaming his. Oh shit!
Rage Page, can you stop saying slurs as a mod in my chat, please? Is it that hard?
Apparently.
Jesus Christ, woman.
Fix it. Fix it.
I deleted it.
What did I say?
You know what you said.
Yeah, Confluence. What the fuck did she say, bro?
What the fuck? I didn't say anything.
She didn't say anything, dog. What the hell?
A made up word?
A made up word that contains a racial slur? Yeah, you can't say that.
Big Soda is streaming some saucy content.
Some saucy content. Ooh. Oh, this is where the chest was. Okay.
Your ex.
Yeah,
What type of Spanish was your ex? who's Werthenary in here? Is that the way you pronounce it?
He's not in here. Or they're not in here. I don't know if it's a he.
What were we talking about?
Werthenary said that
Guy
they're
blowing up your chat.
Oh.
Yeah, he says it says his ex is Spanish and hated the term Hispanic. So what I want to know is what type of Hispanic what type of Hispanic do they don't like being called?
Rage Page, I would like that you're playing so stupid with me right now.
Like, maybe she was just, Spain, so that doesn't, like, make her Hispanic, right?
Yeah, that makes her Hispanic because of the F.
This timer's going off.
Yellow is the color of energy.
They also
Confluence, I'm
call
trying to stream. Can you turn that timer off?
What was that?
Fucking rude.
Espanol Castellano in Argentina. And they get pissed at me when I say the Falkland Islands.
Why?
Because they believe that those islands belong to them and they're called something else.
So what do they think it's called?
The Malvinas. Islas Malvinas. And it pisses them off because the British are there, and it's like it's pretty close to Argentina, but the British have control of it.
I think that's pretty.
So then why don't they take it back?
They tried to.
And they failed.
Honestly.
I think calling things by different names is pretty par for the course. We've done it all over the world. We've even done it to fucking nations where the whole world agrees that it's a different name.
All right, my friend is
Yeah,
here.
I asked her.
You guys can stay in
her
the
what-
Discord, of course, but by stream, by chat,